It's on time. I love it when clients are punctual. Thank you. So, you're interested in learning more about interdimensional travel and maybe even enjoying one of our travel packages. Well, for starters, I can assure you that you've come to the right place. Unlike our competitors, all of our staff members are from a different dimension. Therefore, we can guide you and better prepare you for the experiences ahead. Because many of the fascinating new realities you'll be traveling to are the places we call home. Therefore, we can guide you and better prepare you for the experiences ahead. Because many of the fascinating new realities you'll be traveling to are the places we call home. For example, I, myself, come from a place where telepathy is the norm, where my people instantly speak paragraphs to each other without making a sound. This portal allows me to speak to you as if you are hearing my voice, but you are actually hearing my thoughts. Before we begin the presentation, let me just say that I completely understand why you're interested in interdimensional travel. Traveling on Earth isn't really traveling, is it? Not by comparison, that is. Sure, you might get different scenery from going from one country to another, but ultimately, it isn't all that different, is it? The grass is still always green, the daylight sky always blue, the night sky always dark, cluttered with those abundant white dots you call stars. Always one sun, always the same sun, and always only Homo sapiens sapiens to have conversations with. Well, you escape such relative bland experiences when you engage our services. Our interdimensional travel agency isn't bound by the rules of your universe. We can safely take you to any place that exists within the realm of the infinite infinities. Okay, now, stop me if you know which dimension or dimensions you want to learn more about, or if you already know where you want to travel to. Okay, I'm just going to proceed with our standard presentation then. So, since you are new to the concept of interdimensional travel, we are going to begin this presentation with realities that are more or less similar to the universe you are accustomed to. Before we begin, I do ask that you wait until the end of the presentation before deciding where you want to go, because you might be surprised at how interested you are by the more fantastic options that we'll be covering towards the close of the presentation. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. This is a popular destination for our patrons who desire to look up at Earth while being on Earth. The physical terrain is similar to what you are accustomed to. However, the air is different, far less dense. You are seeing turbulent clouds here that resemble a hurricane, but relax. The winds here aren't strong enough to move you. Rather, it's more like This is white sand, even finer than what you'll find on your most pristine beaches. A planet composed of the finest granules. Despite its appearance to your earth-born eyes, this place is warm. It is calm. It is soothing. Because serenity is all that this dimension has ever known. This used to be a fun place to visit. The plentiful beaches are always warm, and the waters are perfectly safe. However, this reality is particularly obsessed with their history, filling the landscape with monuments to their past. Patrons who enjoy hearing stories from enthusiastic speakers regularly vacation at this spot. Sometimes people just want to be left alone, to go to a place where they have an entire planet all to themselves, where they can holler and hear the echoes of their voice reverberate across the landscape. This is the destination for those who desire a short break from everything, so that they can finally have time with themselves. This can be best described as Avalon, the place that King Arthur, Merlin, and those others from Camelot often spoke of. It is a place like your Earth. However, it is ripe with magic and spirits that wish to imbue you with wisdom, serenity, and purpose. Here, you can explore the beauty of a landscape filled with blue and green trees, from the comfort of your very own flying house. Here, we found a dimension with a planet with no moon and a surface covered entirely in water. With no waves, the water appears as serene glass, a mirror that reflects the heavens shining upon it. Travel to this planet so that you can savor an environment that was born to bring you the galaxy's entire beauty to you to sail across. In this dimension, you could almost reach up and touch the neighboring planetary bodies. You are accustomed to atmospheres that are miles tall, but here, in this dimension, atmospheres are shallow, nutritionally dense, and will infuse you with the powers of your mythical Superman. It is here that you will be boundless and free, justified in thoughts of leaping from one planet to another. Lush is the word to describe this next location. There are no sharp teeth in the entirety of this dimension. All are vegetarians upon the plentiful worlds that are shrouded in green. The life here is devoid of fear. That which is feasted upon is immortal and regenerative. That which feeds has only ever known satisfaction. Here is the reality of fire and surpasses the odors of your most expensive perfumes. You'll have no choice but to surrender to the visual awe from the natural fireworks overhead, while the rest of the world delights your other senses. Here is an ethereal realm where reality becomes slippery, never complete, never whole, connected to everything, yet all alone. This is the place that inspiration calls home, where reality is what you make it, where the environment is the consequence of your decision. Like clay in a sculptor's hands, your mind will shape this reality. Here is the reality of not the place, but the person. Upon entrance into this dimension, you are analyzed beyond the molecular. Unlike most other realities, this dimension is alive, and its ultimate demand is that its inhabitants experience the love, care, and adoration that only perfect companionship can provide. If you choose to go here, this universe will know you better than you could ever know yourself. And from this knowledge, it will provide you with a partner that will make you feel complete. Again, it's not about the place in this reality. It's about the person, friendship, love, romance, more. Whatever the all-knowing deems necessary to make you feel fulfilled from an interpersonal encounter is what you will experience here. Okay, so now we are going to progress into the increasingly more interesting dimensions of which to choose from. The following are those that are dominated by clouds and levitation. Here is a bed and breakfast atop of a cumulonimbus. You'll feel the constant rumble from the thunder and lightning taking place beneath you. You'll literally be above the danger, free from harm, able to gaze upon the grounds composed of light, vapor, and sound. This option is the home of one of our staff members. Should you choose to visit here, rest assured that you will be treated with the utmost care. Sometimes what a person needs is simplicity, to return to a time when things were easier, manageable, simple. You'll find exactly that in this village in the clouds. Return to a community that will welcome you in as one of their own. Feel the embrace of a people that are genuinely kind are shoulders to cry on here, should you wish it. Those here will laugh with you, shed tears with you, and offer their humble advice if you ask for it. Although this village is simple, even though its inhabitants are remote, I find them to be as in touch with their humanity as those ancients who first celebrated the fire, the stars, and the elation of achieving yet another day on Earth. The only problem you'll discover with this place is finding the will to leave it. Here is a realm of excitement and mystery. Upon arrival, you'll feel curiosity seize control over you. The insatiable desire to discover more about your new surroundings will consume you. You'll be safe here, but only because you are our client, and we will keep you fully protected at all times. But that doesn't mean there's no danger here, because there is a great deal of it, in fact. And because by choosing this location, excitement and mystery is what you desire, we have invented a way to hide our protections from you so that you can soak up the pleasure that only danger can provide. Vampires, werewolves, ghouls, and ghosts. There are captivating mysteries here to solve. And, spoiler, you'll find that in solving these mysteries, you'll discover more about yourself. Here is a place that time forgot. You'll be able to take your time walking around within the instant. This single moment that lasts forever. Breathe in an air that has no strength to resist you. Fold clouds like origami. Flick cliffs across the sky. In this dimension, time is the force that holds everything together. And time has abandoned this place, never to return. You will never age here, but we suggest that you limit your time at this location because the raw power you'll feel here will eventually become tiresome and old. For example, you'll never be able to lean up against a tree because the result of your pressure will send it flying away from you. But a short visit is recommended because there is a magnificent secret that only exists in between moments. Lightning's impact. The first touch of a first kiss. This is a realm trapped in this magnificent secret. Spice is the place I am now showing you. Here is a planet holding the use it to instantly skip across galaxies. And despite this, they are still in their infancy of grasping how incredible spice truly is. As an earthling from your dimension, your exposure to this planet's spice will deliver you to a place that even we cannot take you. You will voyage to a place that existed before the beginning, a place that still exists right now, but cannot be reached without the key. You'll find that it isn't a void, a vacuum, a nothingness that existed before the birth of the universes. It is something else, something spectacular, something that cannot be framed in words, in thoughts, in pictures of any kind. But since it's my job to try, my futile attempt is to say that this spice will take you to the bosom of raw, unfiltered, unconquerable, boundless love. I'm showing you images of an alien desert here, but that's only what you will see upon arrival. What you will come to experience will be immeasurably more. Okay, before we get into covering the more interesting places, I want to talk about the popular butterfly universe. This location is relatively tame in comparison to the places we'll be covering next, but it is a favorite for many, and I must admit, I understand the appeal. In the next segment of locations, I'll be talking a lot about realms that heavily feature varying types of magic. Magic's variety and complexity is what lays ahead. But that is a big reason why this butterfly realm is appealing to so many. There is but one magic here, one alone, but it is powerful, and it is freely shared by the generous butterflies who wield it. Behold, the only organism in all of the universes that can and will deliver to you truth. Through your time with them, you'll shed the lies that inspire fear and hate. When they land on you, and they will land on you, understanding will be given to you about how magnificent and vital you are. You will be so fulfilled with truth that there'll be no room for negativity. Butterflies are the essence of transformation, and these butterflies in particular will transform you into the person you aspire to be. What is magic but science you don't yet understand? That's what they tell you, right? Well, in these next realities, magic is exactly that. Magic. Now start getting into travel options that should start to pique your interests. Thus far, we've discussed travel options that permit you with freedom, adventure, healing, mystery, excitement, or fascination. Well, in these realms rich with magic, you'll simultaneously experience all of these qualities and more. Want to travel to a reality where the waters transmutate you into your animal of choice? We can take you there. Do you want to have your own pet Pegasus? We can make that happen for you. Maybe you prefer a different form of travel, perhaps that of a bubble that allows you to traverse the landscape as fast or as slow as you desire. In these realities, where magic is ripe and plentiful, you will find every experience available to you. You can learn how to tap into the magic within you from the immortal elves. You can listen to the sweet whispered music of the pixies while they shower you with their euphoria-inducing dust. You can achieve serenity in these realities if that's what you wish. Adventure is available to you too, if that's what you seek. A combination of both? Well, we have just the place for you. Or maybe you want to be the writer rather than the passenger. Maybe you wish to create your own story of which to traverse. The point here is that if it is magic you seek, then these worlds are for you. They are beckoning you to come forth and see for yourself just how much existence has to offer you. There are many in these realities that are prepped and impatiently waiting for you. They are eager to welcome you into their home and show you exactly how possible your perceived impossibilities are. And what you have thus far seen doesn't conclude the limits of our reach. If you are willing to travel via only your consciousness, we can take you to places that even your body cannot go. I am referring to the realms of the intangible, dimensions where there is no place for fingers, ears, noses, mouths, and eyes, for all of the sensations pour into the essence of you without the need for nerve endings. These are the realms of astonishment, where pure fascination may overwhelm you. Only the boldest venture here. Only those who are willing to become one with the building blocks of existence. These are the places of the utmost real, where distractions and filters are completely unknown. Those who return from their travels here are asked to describe their experience. Almost every one of them is at a loss of words. Most just stare back at us in bewilderment, incapable of articulating the tremendousness of their journey. saying that they achieved understanding of the nature of everything and anything, and when pushed to share this understanding, we were given a frustrating analogy about the weakness of language. Describe smell to an alien with no nose. Music to creatures without ears. A rainbow to those who have ever only known darkness. Taste to those without tongues. Understanding was passed into them rather than through them, because they had become one with the answers without the need for questions. If your goal is to have a vacation where you can experience the very best that existence has to offer you, then I recommend that you consider engaging our services. As you have seen with this presentation, our travel agency can take you to places that no one else can. Below this screen, you'll find a box where you can type a message to me. Let me know in this so-called comment section where you would like to go. Thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this presentation, please touch the thumbs up button, because positive feedback helps our agency grow. Lastly, tap that subscribe button if you would like to visit with me again. See you again soon.